Hi everybody, this is Jen from Cookies, Cupcakes, and Cardio.com. Today I'm here with a very special guest and her name is Peyton, and she's going to tell you what we're going to make.
Chocolate cake.
From scratch, and we're going to do it together. So we are going to get started. So everybody, what Peyton doesn't actually know is that the cake she's about to bake is for her. Her mom has set this scheme up with me, and you'll see throughout the video that we've already filmed. She's gone home. It's all top secret. She thinks that the cake that she just made is for another really lucky 10-year-old girl. And that's why I needed her help, because she's the expert in the 10-year-old girl category. And she's somebody who loves to watch cake shows. She loves to do baking. She's been baking since she was 3. And it's a really special thing that I get to do with her today. So it's top secret. She doesn't know who she's making it for. And tomorrow we're going to get some footage of her actually getting the birthday cake, hopefully as a surprise. So enjoy the video. She makes a beautiful cake and it's a lot of fun. So Peyton and I are going to tell you what ingredients you need for the homemade chocolate cake. So we need 2 cups of
flour,
half a cup
butter,
1.5 cups of
sugar,
2
eggs,
2 ounces of melted
unsweetened chocolate,
and we need 1 teaspoon of
baking powder,
half a teaspoon of
salt,
and half a teaspoon
baking soda.
We also need
Vanilla,
1 teaspoon and 1 cup of
milk.
Awesome. So the first thing that we need to make sure we do is preheat the oven. What temperature?
350.
So turn your ovens on 350 degrees and we'll do that. Yep, now it's done. And we're going to start mixing. So the first thing we want to do is cream our butter. So put our butter in there, Peyton. Okay, here we go. We're gonna mix it for about, just till it's nice and creamy. And now you can add the sugar. We'll cream the sugar. This little KitchenAid's a little bit sticky. We're gonna cream the sugar and the butter together. So you can tell that the creaming of the butter and the sugar reaches its proper combination when it starts to get really grainy. Does it look like little big chunks of grain of sand? Can you see in there?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So let's give it a scrape. The bowl doesn't want to turn off, or the KitchenAid doesn't want to turn off today. Can you reach in there and give it a little bit of scrape? So we scrape down the sides to make sure that everything gets incorporated. And Peyton is a very experienced baker. What's your favorite cake that you've baked so far in your whole life?
Chocolate.
Chocolate? Well, good thing that's what we're baking today. Okay, so now we're going to put the eggs in. You can pour those eggs in. And we're going to turn it up a little bit more. I'll just give it a big scrape here. And you can put in the vanilla. So you've made some pretty wild flavors in your baking day, haven't you? Yeah. What was the one you made when you were 3?
With pepper, salt, candy.
Pepper, salt, and candy. A little bit of sweet and sour flavor there. Was it good? No. Okay, so what we're going to do now is use the spatula with our melted chocolate. And we're going to try to get all that melted chocolate in here. So Peyton's just scraping the bowl, pouring it in. Here, let me give a little bit more so we have lots of chocolate flavor. Do you have a kitchen mixer at home, or do you have to do it all by hand?
All by hand.
Oh, then you have big muscles, hey? So you do all this by hand. Well, you know, you can come over and borrow mine if you need to one day. Okay, so we've got the chocolate mixing in there. Now, if you can take the baking powder, baking soda, and dump it all into the flour mixture. So we're gonna put those into the bowl, the big bowl. You're gonna dump about half of that into this cake, into the batter right now. So dump about half of that bowl in here. Okay, we're gonna start the mixer really slow. And while this is mixing, I'm gonna get you to pour about half of the milk in. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to scrape one more time, and then you'll do the same thing again with all the flour. Okay, dump the rest of that flour in there, and then you can put the milk in. So who taught you how to bake?
My Nana.
Did she? So she makes really good things? What's your favorite thing that your Nana makes?
Her banana chocolate chip cake.
Banana chocolate chip cake? You should have brought that recipe over. I'm gonna have to phone you again. Okay, so what Peyton and I are gonna do is get our baking pans ready, and we will come back to show you how to get all this chocolate batter into the baking pans. Okay, so what we need to do now, Peyton, is to cover our pans, which are 9-inch round pans. We've already got the wax paper cut out and placed in the center of our pans. And what we're going to both do now is cover them with a nice coating of non-stick spray. If the camera's picking up that lovely, nice cloud of spam in here. Okay, so Peyton, you put half of the batter in that one and half of the batter in this one, and we'll be ready to put it in the oven. Do you want me to hold this and you scrape? So I hear that you even have a birthday coming up. When is your birthday?
March 4th.
March 4th. So you already had it?
Yeah.
So it's not coming up.
No.
But you're having your birthday party?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like all my friends come over.
So what are you doing for your birthday party?
We're just gonna have a sleepover.
Oh, fun. And are you making your own cake?
No, we're picking up an ice cream cake.
Oh. You're not getting one from me?
No.
Well, now you know how to make your own.
Mm-hmm.
But you already did too. So did you really make a cake with rosemary?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that only went with Greek chicken. Okay, you want me to give you a hand?
Yeah.
Okay, scrape some more. Oopsies. Here, I'll give you a spoon and you can smooth down, or just kind of start spreading that and making it a little bit flat. I'll give you some more batter too. There you go. So we're going to put this cake into the oven when we've got the batter all in. And it's going to take about 30 to 35 minutes, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. But you know your oven's best. So if you need it a little bit longer, then leave it in for a little bit longer. And just watch it closely probably when it gets to about the 30-minute mark. Okay, so let's pop them in. So you grab that one. We'll put them on the top shelf here. Can you reach? So slide it in. And we will be back when our cakes are done. So while our cake is baking, Peyton and I decided that we better make the buttercream to cover the cake. So we need half a cup
of butter.
And how many cups of icing sugar?
4.
Also called confectioner sugar. And no, you can't use regular sugar. I get that question a lot. You need to have powdered sugar. And how much milk did we have?
1/4 cup.
1/4 of a cup. So let's start by whipping the butter. Which part of the cake do you like best? The cake or the icing?
The icing.
Oh, me too. My favorite. What's your favorite icing flavor?
Chocolate.
Really? You're a chocolate girl all around, hey?
Mm-hmm.
Chocolate cake, chocolate icing, all that stuff. Don't you want to know what mine is? Peanut butter. Peanut butter buttercream. Okay, so how about you put in a little bit of, about half of that thing, how about? Okay, and we don't want to put it on too quickly. You know what I just realized we don't have out here for flavoring? How do we make vanilla buttercream without
Vanilla.
Without vanilla? Here we go. Okay, so I want you to put just a tiny little bit of milk in there. Just put a little bit in. A little bit more. Okay. And we'll speed that up. Okay, now let's put in the rest of that bowl. Okay, and while we're doing that, let's do 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, we whip it slowly. And milk time. Add a little bit more milk. We're just trying to get it to be so it's soft enough that we can smooth it onto the cake, but not so soft that it just falls off the cake when we go to put it on. And also we have to think about the fact that we're going to put coloring gel in, because that also is sort of a liquid and will make it a little bit more runny than it would be if we didn't have any color in it. Okay, next bag or next container of icing. So put about half of that again. Have you ever used these gel pastes to color things?
No.
No? Have you used regular food coloring?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the difference between regular food coloring and this stuff is that this is really, really bright, and it's concentrated. So that means it's really powerful in a little amount. So we won't need, like if you tried to make this bright blue color with regular blue, you would need a whole bunch, but because it's concentrated gel paste, you don't need a lot. But you'll get to decide which color you want, how much to put in. Okay, we need some more milk. And a little bit more. It's really tough. The KitchenAid's working hard here, so it means we need more liquid. Okay, let's give it a scrape. Can you smell our cake baking behind us? Can you?
Yeah.
Does it smell good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to get you to put the rest of the milk and then I'm going to mix it just a couple of spins, and then the rest of the icing sugar. Here, let me get this clump out of the way for you. Maybe go with the other side. There we go. Okay, let's see how this does for consistency. So you have a lot of experience icing cakes?
Sort of.
A little bit. How do you ice a cake normally? Like what do you use to put it on?
A spoon and then you ice it.
And then you smooth it? What do you use to smooth it with?
The back of a spoon.
Oh, okay. There, how does that look to you? It looks like very nicely whipped buttercream. And if I do the little touch test, it does. It's perfect. So now what we're going to do is, your color of choice is what color?
Sky blue.
Sky blue. So we're going to start out with a little squeeze, and we'll go from there. We'll see how much it takes for get the color that you're really thinking that this little girl's cake should be. So just in there on top of that icing there, just turn it upside down. It won't come out, you have to squeeze. It's like gel. Shake, maybe give it a little shake and then squeeze. Oh, there you go. Okay, let's try that. How's that looking?
Good.
Good? Now the cool thing about these concentrated gels is sometimes it takes a couple of minutes for it to actually start to look the color that you want. But if this isn't dark enough right away, it's not going to darken to be that much of a difference. It will just darken a little bit. Do you want it to be a little bit darker or lots darker?
A little bit darker.
Okay, so if you just want it to be a little bit darker, then we won't put any more in, and we'll just keep mixing it, and we'll see if it looks the right color. Sound good?
Yep.
So how come you chose this color?
I don't know.
It was just the most appealing?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And there's something, is this a color in your bedroom? Or no? No. What's your bedroom color? Pink and green. So are we going to have pink on this cake that we do?
Probably.
Okay, are we going to have green on this cake?
Yep.
Okay. So you've got an idea in your head what we're going to make?
Yep.
Are you going to let us know the secret, or are you going to tell us later?
Later.
Okay. It's top secret news. Okay, so are you happy with this color? This is kind of the color that it will stay, or do you want it to be darker?
I'm happy with the color.
Okay, well that's easy. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side, and we'll cover it with just plastic wrap, because if you don't cover your buttercream when it's out sitting, it forms a little crust, and you don't want that before you even put it onto the cake. So we'll do that, we'll clean up, and we'll be back when the cakes are finished, which should be very shortly. So our cakes are telling us, the timer's telling us that they're finished. So we're going to pull them out and we're going to test them. It's been about 37 minutes. Peyton's got full arm protection on. Put them on your hand. There we go. We're putting them on the cooling racks to help the cooling process. Now, in order to tell if the cake is finished, we just touch it on the top to see if it springs back. So passing these, and you can just gently watch the pan. Just touch the top and see if it springs back. So you can see how you press it down and it comes back up. So that means it's done. And you can also tell, if you look between the cake and the cake pan, it's kind of pulled away a little bit. See how it's not touching on some spots? That's also an indication that it's finished. So we're going to leave these to cool, and we're going to get ready to show you how Peyton is going to choose to decorate the cake to finish it off. Okay, so while our chocolate cake has been cooling, Peyton and I have been very busy cutting out the decorations that will go on the buttercream covered cake. But first, Peyton is going to cover the cake and put a little layer in the middle of the sky blue buttercream that we made previously. So have you ever done this before?
Sort of.
Sort of, but have you used one of these cake spatulas? You have? Oh, okay. So what do you normally use?
The back of a spoon.
The back of a spoon. So you'll have to tell us after which is easier. Okay, perfect. So it's a nice and thin layer. And where's our cake? Okay, so I'm putting down, this is the side that it rose up on. But I'm going to flip it over and put that side down. So then we've got a flat top and surface you can work with. Use all of this good stuff. And what I would just suggest for you to do would be to do the sides first, because I just find that that makes it a little bit easier. So what's been your favorite part so far about making the cake?
Cutting out the shapes.
Cutting out the shapes. She did a fabulously beautiful job. Lots of color. It's going to look fabulous for this special 10-year-old's birthday. Okay, how are you thinking? You about done?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we will clean up the bowl and we'll put the fondant stuff on. Okay? Okay, so Peyton has finished her beautiful happy birthday cake. I know that the special girl will be very happy about getting the cake. So how did you feel about your first time making a cake on camera?
It was fun.
It was fun? Good.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So if other people want to watch our videos, where do you think they can find us?
Twitter, Google, and Facebook.
Awesome. So you can find us on any of those ones. Thanks for watching, everybody, and thank you very much for Peyton for coming and helping me with the video today.
Thank you for having me.
Hi, Peyton.
Hi.
I brought you a present from yesterday.
Thank you.
You can come up, girls.
Is it for all of us?
Jen. Oh, this is Peyton's present. Everybody, this is Jen.
Hi, Jen.
Hi.
Hi.
What is that?
You can have your leftover fondant.
You know what? She wanted to make some today.
Yeah.
Yay! What do you say?
Thank you.
What's
You're
that
welcome.
for?
Oh, I get a hug.
What's it for? Cakes and
Did she tell you about the cake she made yesterday?
Yeah.
For that 10-year-old girl? Did she tell you that?
She made a
She
cake.
designed the whole cake. She did it all, and it's really cool. And I got to deliver it to the 10-year-old girl today.
Yeah.
Peyton.
this?
See
Do you
her
like it?
reaction?
What's
You should
that?
look on the table, Miss Peyton. No, that's not the table. You're the 10-year-old little girl. You made your own birthday cake!